What's going on, guys? Welcome to yet another video. Today we're gonna cover a different type of style video. Um, Usually we cover police involved shootings or police chase, etc. But today we're gonna cover a different type of first responder video. I don't know if you guys heard, but a few days ago in Idaho, Coeur, Idaho, there was a tragic shooting of 3 firefighters, which in two of them passed away and one is critically injured. Pretty much, we're gonna watch this clip and we're gonna analyze it. But to sum it up, this subject called Wess Roley, a 20-year-old, opened fire on firefighters as they're putting out a fire. Let's watch the clip. This is from the Associated Press, Channel 13. I believe this is in Coeur, Idaho. Let's watch it and analyze it.
We're back at 6:14 on this Tuesday morning. Thanks for staying with us. We now know the name of the man accused of ambushing several firefighters in Idaho over the weekend by intentionally setting a fire.
2 firefighters were killed in that deadly attack. A third was seriously hurt. The suspect also died. Naomi Rashim shows you the latest and the newest information.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
The Coeur d'Alene, Idaho community lined the streets to support their local fire department after the horrific shooting that left 2 firefighters dead.
These are our neighbors and our sons and our
So
brothers.
2 passed away, 1 is critically
Those
injured.
firefighters have now been identified as 42-year-old Battalion Chief Frank Harwood and 52-year-old Battalion Chief John Morrison. Firehouse engineer Dave Tysdal was also critically injured in what police are calling an ambush. They say 20-year-old Wess Roley set the fire to lure first responders up Canfield Mountain.
That's crazy.
Had contact and a brief discussion with the crews, and then started shooting over several hours, at one point shooting at authorities from within a tree.
Law enforcement right now, there's an active shooter zone. Everybody shot up here.
Horrific, man.
Now up here.
Investigators say it appears Roley shot and killed himself during the exchange. They are now poring over his social media in search of a possible motive, but say at one point he had aspirations of becoming a firefighter himself. Roley's family released a statement saying, "Our hearts and spirits are broken for the lost and hurting, and for our own loss as well." His former roommate is left in shock.
I can't believe what he did. I mean, that is an absolutely disgusting thing to do.
Authorities say the suspect used a flint starter to ignite the blaze, which is still burning in the steep terrain.
All right, guys, let's break this down and give you the line by line breakdown here. All right, so this happened on June 29th in the Wood Hills above Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I believe that's how you pronounce it. All right, a routine firefighter response turned into horrific ambush, technically, right? So to set the scene up here, the crews of a Coeur County Fire and Rescue and Coeur d'Alene Fire Department were dispatched, right, around 1:30 p.m. to a brush fire in Canfield Mountains near Nettleton Gulch. This is some difficult words to pronounce, sorry. An area popular with hikers and bikers. So usually a lot of bikers and hikers camp out there, right? And fun fact, Wess Roley, the subject perpetrator here, actually was living in a van up there. So I'm not sure why he wasn't living with his parents, but we'll get to that as we break it down. So roughly 30 minutes into the response, a firefighter asked a man to move his vehicle, right? And he opened fire without warning. And attack survivors official calls a total ambush. So pretty much as they went into the fire to try to put out the fire, Roley was waiting there. I guess he was blocking the road and waiting for them to come. As they approached him to move his vehicle, and that's when he opened fire. Sources say that it was sniper fire, but in reality it was a shotgun. He got up close and personal and shot these firefighters with a shotgun. The shooter is a 20-year-old Roley, is believed to have intentionally set fire to draw in the first responders. Authorities say he used 6 years of arborist experience. Now, I'm not sure what that means, but arborist sounds like árbol, which means tree. So I'm assuming that this has to do with he has experience with hiking and living in the woods. Roley, previously living out of his vehicle, known to have expired to join the fire department, was found dead last Sunday in a 5-hour manhunt, apparently by self-inflicted gunshot. So right there leads me to believe that that is possibly the motive. They have not found an official motive, but there is reports that he was inspiring and even applied for the fire department accordingly. And for whatever reason, he never made it, right? So to me, that is a good motive. Maybe that's payback on why he did this. That's just me speculating and haven't confirmed this yet. So let's talk about the victims here. 2 battalion chiefs were killed. Frank Harwood, of age 42, 17 years of experience. 17 years of experience, right? And 28 years on the force. So yeah, 17 years of military experience, 28 years of firefighter experience, right? A third firefighter, engineer Dave Tysdal, 47, was critically injured and underwent surgery. He is now stable for guarded conditions. So the third guy is an engineer, a fire engineer, and he was also shot, but he survived, and it's a stable condition as of yet. So let me give you a quick timeline of the response, right? So at 1:21, the brush fire was reported. At about 2 p.m., the shots fire rang. So it was immediately. That means the fire department got there immediately, within minutes. At around 3:16, investigators triangulate Roley's cell phone ping. So they triangulate where the 911 call came from, and that's how they found the subject deceased from an apparent self-inflicting wound, but that is not confirmed yet. At around 4 to 4:30, county issues shelter in place for the Coeur area, and at 7:40, SWAT finds Roley deceased and secured on the scene. So at about close to 8 p.m., they found a Roley with a self-inflicted wound, what they believe is a self-inflicted one. So motive and background. A little bit about Roley's background here is Roley had no criminal record, but he did have a lot of he had about 2 to 3 interactions with the police, something usually minor like trespassing, etc. Nothing where he actually got arrested for, but those are the only ones that were reported. Friends noted his satisfaction for fire and guns. One aspiring to be a firefighter, and classmate alleged he displayed disturbing drawings of Nazi symbolism in school. So this kid sounds like he had a troubled background, right? So according to his friends, his family, his own parents, stepfather and mother had a protection order against him. So you know there was turmoil within the family from the beginning, right? Like this kid, like look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is him growing up. This is him and his mom smiling, holding rifles. I'm all for First Amendment rights, you know. I'm not sure how old he is here, but to holding whatever that gun is, looks like an AR-15 or whatever assault rifle this is, I don't think is appropriate. But I'm not the parent. It's for you guys to say. Idaho, I'm assuming that's a big red state where people like to carry firearms, and I am for carrying firearms for your protection 100%. All we know about the parents is that he was living at one point with a stepfather. We don't know anything about his real father, but we do know that he was living with a stepfather and mother, which is in the picture right here. And they were big Trump supporters. That's all we know about them so far. They do look like decent people. I just don't know where the turmoil came with him and his parents. Like just look at this guy. This is the eyes of pure evil. If you take a quick 5 seconds and just in silence stare at his eyes, if you do not see evil there, I don't know what evil is. This guy's looks pure evil. Looks like he wants to harm somebody. Like if I was to see this guy in the street, I'll be afraid. This is what an active shooter looks like. Right here. Right here. Look at the facial expression. Look at the dry stare eyes. Look at the lip formation. This all says evil. Evil. That's all that says. So Idaho Governor Brad Little called it an evil attack and ordered flags at half staff. A procession from Kotani Health Hospital to spoke in honor of the fallen chief with communities in the morning increased fatally protocol 9 choirs. Sorry, I lost my train of thought here, but yeah, this is a very sad moment. I'm not a big religious person per se, But whoever is our creator right now, it's looking down and is shaking his head. Like, this is crazy. For you to harm a firefighter, a person who has years of experience, years of public service and helping the community by putting away these fires, especially in areas like this where forest fires are very popular. It's shameful, man. I don't really want to blame their parents because every child develops its own personality. But this obviously, I believe in my experience and me looking at the case and reading, it looks like it's something that turned from family troubles. At home here, in the teenage years, is the most critical years of a person's life. And that could literally change who you're going to be in the future. Like, this kid at 20 was living in a van up in the woods. And it's for a reason. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the video for today. Let me know what other news or videos or tragic moments you guys want me to cover. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the comments below. And see you guys on the next video. Thank you.